Well, earlier I spoke to the British Syrian journalist Danny Makki in Damascus, and I asked him what it had been like in the city last night.
I could hear them very vividly. In fact, I was awoken by these strikes, and I'm not going to lie, for the first few minutes, there was a sense of fear because you didn't really know what was happening. I wasn't expecting an attack at that particular moment, as per the previous days where it was more likely. And I'm not going to lie, there were huge attacks. I mean, you're talking about Tomahawk missiles and cruise missiles landing in areas where relatively close to. There were three sites which were targeted, and the third strike in the left suburb of Damascus in Jamraya was very close to where I'm currently based. So it was very frightening, very traumatic at that particular moment.
Right. I mean, the feeling here is that Assad is basically winning this war thanks to Russian intervention. Is that still the feeling in Damascus today?
Unequivocally, without the Russian intervention in 2015, this war would have taken a completely different course and trajectory. The only reason the Syrian government is in such a strong position as it is today is due to the fact that Russia has put all of its military might behind the Assad government and has provided international and diplomatic protection for the Damascus-based government. Without that, it's very foreseeable that the Syrian army would be in a very weak position today, stretched on all fronts and struggling. So the Russians are the main reason of Syria's path towards victory today, you could say.
And finally, Danny, I mean, given what you just said, let's say there were more attacks in the future. We don't know if there will be, but if there were, how do you think that would change the mood towards President Assad in the capital?
Well, it would definitely have a negative impact because more attacks would ultimately mean more fear, more negativity around the capital, just at a moment and in a period where people began to think that the Syrian government